downright regular.
Oh, sweet magnesium, calm and rested. Oh, sweet magnesium, downright rested.
Magnesium is a close second, right? So, as you can see, we do have a lot of fun at Jigsaw Health. I have a great team. It's so much fun. Turns out we're also a little nerdy, a little sciencey as well. We actually do care about the numbers and the what is this actually doing instead of just making funny videos. And I still can't quite tell you the full details, but the Scottsdale Magnesium was performed by Dr. Decker Weiss. Trial of 91 clinically shown efficiency system. Really, I just felt like we did this study as a way of validating why are there so many reviews that are so positive. 92% of the reviews on Amazon, for instance, over 1,000. So it must be doing something for someone. Oh, it's leg cramps. That's what it is. So this study hopefully will be published. It will be accepted by a peer-reviewed PubMed journal, which we think will be a huge inflection point for both of our companies, because the docs really want to see some science. They don't really necessarily care about the reviews. They're like, okay, those are all anecdotal. Well, at some point, it's not anecdotal anymore. It's real science. It means it's working. Now we will have that proof to show. No ETA quite yet on when this will be done, but it's some pretty serious science. 91 adults in the study, placebo-controlled, and it went up and to the right, as it's supposed to go.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So with that, are there any new questions, other questions? Yes, please. What's your name first?
Christiana.
Christiana. Thank you, Christiana.
So you mentioned that you did random sampling. How did you get your random sampling? Did you post it on like your page, or did you go to random people on the street? How exactly did you get a truly random sample?
You're talking about the SurveyMonkey survey that we did of people that said, have you heard of magnesium? 93% said yes. Have you taken magnesium? Do you take magnesium? 82% said no. That was done using SurveyMonkey's feature of you pay $1 per response, and they post it, and you can actually control the demographics, like I only want to poll women. I only want to poll women over 40. Or you can just sort of leave it open, and they'll give you all the demographics. And for $1,000, you get basically the answers to 10 questions in like 48 hours. So it lined up with a lot of things that we figured. I mean, although I kind of was surprised. About 45% of people in America take dietary supplements. Our survey found it was basically also 45%, so it matched what other surveys had found. But magnesium is still so low. Like 18% of people take it. No wonder the medical news today numbers of 1 in 3 people over 60 and 1 in 2 people over 80 have leg cramps on a regular basis. 40% of them have it at least 3 times a week. For some people, it's every day. And I'll tell you a quick anecdote about my father-in-law. Crusty cowboy that drinks coffee, never water. Why would you touch this stuff? And as we're talking about this is last week during the holiday weekend. He's like, oh, leg cramps, I get those real bad. And he does not want to take a pill. My wonderful wife, Ashley, convinced him, Dad, I've been trusting you for my whole life. Will you just trust me for 2 weeks and try and take this supplement? He's like, well, hell, I guess I will. And the next morning we asked him, he's like, any leg cramps last night, John? He's like, well, no, I didn't have them. I'm like, well, would you be willing to write a customer review? He's like, I think it's a little too early for that. Asked him the next day, John, any leg cramps last night? No, not yet. Well, are you willing to write a testimonial yet? Not so quick. Give me 2 weeks. So it's a great sort of another anecdote. And he's going to be, I think, 70. So he's kind of right in that area. 75. Thank you. Yes?
Do you use Albion as your sole ingredient supplier?
The question is, do we use Albion as our sole ingredient supplier? For minerals, yes, pretty much. We do use their dimagnesium malate, which has an Albion gold medal. And then we also use their magnesium lysine glycinate chelate, am I saying that right, I think, in the Mag Now. We have had just a great relationship with them. We've found that their mineral quality has been awesome. It comes in within spec, it manufactures well, it tablets well, it flows well. It's just been really good. And it, most importantly for customers, it reacts well, works well. We've looked at other elements. We're currently reselling Ancient Minerals. They do a magnesium chloride lotion that I think is awesome. And I introduced them to your team because I think they're interested in hopefully working with you guys. We've had great experience. They, in particular, have a magnesium plus melatonin. It's great. You put one pump on your arm at night and you just sort of rub it in. That, in combination with Mag Now, shuts down, squelches my brain chatter. And I don't know about you, but there's like always a dog running in there, like just. So it's very nice to have that. Yes?
Chris John again.
Yes, thank you, Chris John, with NBC News.
I know you said you don't have a lot of information on the Scottsdale study, but do you know how the placebo was controlled?
Meaning like demographic or?
No, how he controlled the placebo effect. Because you said it was placebo controlled. Do you know exactly how?
Well,
It was like different colored bottles.
yeah, the people taking it did not know they were taking placebo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's called
Yeah.
placebo.
Yeah.
There's a random selection?
Yes. Yeah, and it was multi-center, Scottsdale and also a center in California that helped us with recruiting placebo patients, though they didn't know they were recruiting placebo patients.
So I do have a question for you. So
Yeah.
what is the answer about pairing the magnesium and the calcium together? Because many
Yeah.
of the practitioners that we've worked with over the years anyway, have always said, well, you should take magnesium and calcium together.
Right.
So how do you answer that question?
Great question from Diana about how do you pair calcium and magnesium? Is it sort of a 1-to-1 ratio, a 2-to-1 ratio? Most magnesium experts now are saying that we get so much calcium from the diet. It's not only in cheese and dairy and stuff like that, but like broccoli is super high in calcium. In fact, almonds, which are ounce for ounce one of the highest magnesium-rich foods, has more calcium in it than magnesium. So in 1 ounce, we sent a bag of organic almonds to a lab to assay the mineral content. In 1 ounce, there was 71 milligrams of magnesium. There was 121 milligrams of calcium. From a supplementation standpoint, every expert that I have read basically says you don't need to supplement calcium. The body holds onto it, it reuses it. Magnesium, it burns and it goes through. So as far as I know, those doctors need to sort of update their stance. And I mean, I should Google this, but what is the rate of calcium deficiency? I mean, you just don't hear it.
Well, except for